Hi guys, Crystal Grace here. Welcome to this pick a card reading, which is your favorite topic. What's the gossip on you this week? So we're going to find out who is gossiping, what are they saying, and more importantly, why are they gossiping? You know, is it love? Is it jealousy? Is it infatuation? Most of the time it's jealousy from my experience. Most people will gossip about you because they want to be you. But we've got 5 piles to choose from. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5. And I may just turn over the top card to help people choose, because sometimes the imagery of the deck is not enough. Oof. King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 8 of Cups, Page of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Getting very strong romantic vibes already for this reading. So yeah, take a minute to connect with one of these piles or one of these imageries, and we'll jump into it. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading. Before I jump into it, I just wanted to do a quick shout out. Currently, you can purchase both of these decks combined for me for just 67 USD. So just to confirm, that's in US dollars, not Australian dollars, and free postage as well. If you are purchasing in Australia, naturally that would equate to $99 free postage. So let's jump into it. King of Pentacles. Here, or here. I think we'll go here. Okay. You know, I try and do everything in the world to not do that, you know, and then guess what? I do it. All right. Fuck me. Sorry. One of these days, I reckon I'm going to lose it on the camera. No, I won't lose it. All right. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. High Priestess. Look, if we were to straight up think about trying to connect you to this pile, naturally, if you are a very independent individual, very boss bitch-like, boss man-like, then this is definitely your pile. Reliable is definitely jumping out there for me. And look, not everyone is reliable. Some of us are more reliable than others. Doesn't make us bad people, but the reality is some people are just better at not letting others down. So maybe you guys can relate to that. Maybe you're sort of surrounded by people who do let you down. You may also be surrounded by people who are always late, and they never really have good enough reason to be late. I'm really out of breath right now. So you could be somebody who gets really quick in their speech, really out of breath easily. Maybe you do heaps deep breaths because people test your patience because they're always late, okay? But take that as it resonates. You may deem yourself to be visionary. The I here is also really jumping out to me as well. And you may deem yourself to be somebody who's very generous, okay? You're very intuitive. I feel like this pile you can predict the outcome of a friendship or a relationship before it even starts. So when you first meet somebody, you already know what the outcome of that connection is, whether it's going to be long-term, short-term, whatever. That's what I'm sort of picking up with that King of Piles. So if that's your If that's resonating, awesome. If it's not and you still feel called to connect with this pile, then let's find out what they are saying, okay? And then naturally with what they are saying may help you, I guess, make the reading a little bit more interesting, because then you can sit there and identify who it is. Okay. Look, for some of you, okay, if you are single, I feel like with the King of Pentacles, there's some gossip surrounding, your expectations of a partner, that you will not settle for anything less than like a King of Pentacles kind of person. So if we were to paint this person as a divine counterpart or a divine feminine, however you wish, this is definitely somebody who's going to offer you the most stable life possible, okay? Not only have they got wealth and financial security, they're really focused on family traditions, on one account, and then on another account, you know, they're really focused on large sums of money and, you know, having a family of their own. They are definitely the whole package, you know, and they're very stable and they're very grounded, I feel. They can be very workaholics and materialistic, but if you like shiny things, then this is the kind of person for you. Not everyone likes shiny things. So I just feel like there's gossip surrounding the kind of lover or the kind of suitor you are waiting for or you expect to be with. And there is gossip surrounding, therefore, your love life, okay? So what are people gossiping about? Not taking reversals for this. No. Pop you over there. Yeah, look, with the Emperor coming out here, there's definitely a strong emphasis on, if you're a female watching this, which a lot of you will be, and hey to my males watching, because I know there's been a massive influx of you guys, so thank you for your support and enjoying the content. Look, I've met a lot of women who are in this energy, King of Pentacles and the Emperor. I would probably even say I am in this energy at this point in time of my life because I've had to go in that energy. I am the man I want to be with. Hang on, that sounds a bit... You could totally take that so many different ways, and do. If you've taken it the way that came out, then, well, yeah. And anyway, only some people will understand that. But, you know, I am building my own home. I've got a man's job, so I can provide, like, all the things that that couples tend to be able to provide each other because there's two incomes. So, you know, I couldn't do it on the previous income, so I went into a male-dominated industry, and now I am this person for myself, okay, if that makes sense. And each to your own. If you want to be a traditional feminine and, you know, have a masculine care for you, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And then if you're a woman who wants to have a career and a family and everything to be equal, again, that is your prerogative. I don't have a problem with that, but everyone has their own, what's the word? Everyone has their own choices or desires or whatever. But that could be a message here for somebody, you know. There is this, I feel like there's this strong energy around you right now, pile one, in regards to relationships, what you're looking for. I feel like a lot of you are already providing for yourself what a counterpart would provide you. So whether that's emotional stability, financial stability, spiritual stability, intellectual stability as well, you know. And what I mean by that is like constantly developing your knowledge and your intelligence, you know. And you can do that in so many different ways. You can do that by traveling, you can do that by healing, doing shadow work will definitely do that. And you can also do that by remaining single and working on your coins, right? You are definitely the center of attention at the moment. There are a lot of eyes on you, okay? There's a lot of people watching you. With the star here would tell me you've got a lot of attention right now. There's a lot of people looking at all your dreams being fulfilled. There's a lot of people looking at all the good prospects coming your way. There's even, if you've been working on your health, pile one, there's also people who are talking about this. Weight loss is definitely coming through here. There's just a lot of gossip. So is it work? Possibly. With pentacles here, that would, you know, would indicate work, but online with the star. So it could be social media, Facebook, Instagram, like people are talking in instant messenger. You know, look at pile one, like, you know, massive glow ups here is what I see being a really strong emphasis of the gossip surrounding you at the moment. And even with the judgment card here, right? Awakening and acceptance is also, I feel like these people are having to accept that you're awoken now to who you are and your potential, okay? And whether or not they're acknowledging that in a conversation or if they're having that conversation within themselves, like, that makes sense. Yeah, like other than the Five of Cups here, right? All of these cards would be demonstrating or pointing to the kind of very positive gossip in the sense that everything that they're saying is not the truth, okay? So that's a positive thing, right? Because there's nothing worse when you do these readings and like all this shit comes out and you're like, as if this person is doing it. As if a person like this would be watching my channel. So, okay, where shall we start? So if we think about Nine of Pentacles, right? So, you know, this is all about success and about achievement. Some of you have either brought a home, some of you are moving into a home, maybe you're doing home improvements. Maybe some of you have been working on a new garden or looking at buying a large purchase, okay? So there's strong conversations going on about your finances, your material objects that you are purchasing. There's also gossip about you having more than enough, like you have more than enough money, you have more than enough items, like large items. But what you don't have, okay, is you don't have, I feel with the Five of Cups, you don't have a relationship, is some gossiping in that sense. But I feel that energy coming back through from the King of Pentacles, and it's because you're waiting for a specific individual, like you're literally waiting for your ships to come in, right? So the gossip is you've got everything but love, okay? And that's probably your main, the only negative thing coming through this energy is that there could be gossiping in regards to that you are waiting for somebody to maybe take action to you. Now, the Emperor could be a boss, okay? It could be the fact there could be some gossip around you having feelings for your boss, okay? There could be some gossip around your boss having feelings for you, okay? But not taking action because of you working in the same space, okay? The Five of Cups for some of you could also, there could also be gossiping in the fact that you're not over an ex-lover, okay? Like you're still upset by all your previous relationships, which is why you don't have a relationship. Others of you may not have the best relationship with your father. So there is some sort of gossip around that. Like, you know how like some people will say, daddy issues or mummy issues, etc. So that's not going to resonate with everyone, and that's not applied to everyone. But there is somebody out there where somebody, if you do have a pretty bad relationship with your dad and people are aware of this, then you know that that could be a passing comment or gossip. I just also feel with the Emperor, right? This is also tying back into this your success, right? The Emperor is about a person, you know, who not only stands in their power, but they're very ambitious, you know, and they're very authoritative as well. So I feel like a lot of you may be very intimidating. So there could be some gossip surrounding how you can be a little bit like scary, like, you know how I mentioned with the King of Pentacles, there's like this boss bitch or boss man, boss boy energy. I wonder what the alternative is to boss bitch for a male. Let me know down in the comments. To the males, I'll let the males answer that one. Yeah, there just seems to be some like gossip in regards to you rising to your power, okay? And that's sort of what I was picking up with the Star and also like the Judgment, right? It's like people are gossiping, probably people from your past, most likely, that you've really accepted who you are and you're moving forward with that. Like you stand in your convictions, you know who you are, you know what you want to do, and you're taking action. And it's like it's awakening you to, you know, see more success and more achievements. And that's what I feel like a lot of people are seeing online. So if you've got any businesses or side hustles popping up online, that's the conversation piece happening there. But there is a lot of eyes on this pile right now. Like whether you are being gossiped about to say, like, you know, people that you went to school with, they may not technically be gossiping among each other, but gossiping to other people, like their parents who knew you. Do you know what I mean? But they're all watching you. There's a lot of people on this table right now, and that tells me that there's a lot of people who your name is in their mouth, as Will Smith would say. No. He didn't say that, but anyway, you know what I mean if you saw that. Let's just grab some more. Yeah, so you've got money again, right? Your money, if you've worked on your money bags, it's just be mindful when you work on your money bags and random people come back from the past. Be mindful they want your money. No. What are people gossiping about? For pile one. Is that not funny? And this is why we like to shuffle on camera. Stop it. Do you have trouble here? Okay, so look, for some of you, could be somebody in the picture for you, and there's some gossip around that. So if you're online dating, there could be that option for some people. That scenario, I should say, for some people. I'll just check that frame, make sure. It's really lopsided, isn't it? Maybe I can just fix it like that. Sorry, guys. I look at life on that angle naturally, so okay. Can't find my big crystal that I hold when I do this. keep me grounded. I'll just use this little tiny piece. Improvise. I don't know, for some of you, there's some gossip about you declining a date or declining a love offer with this fair male, okay? With the fun times and new love in reverse, and the short-term union could be over there. I feel like this is two separate messages here, but I feel like somebody took action towards you and you shut down having fun times with them, and you shut down the fact that you wanted new love with this person. Okay, for others of you, there's a conversation happening that you are potentially going to go and have fun times with somebody, like an unknown person. But they are, whether there's a bet going on or they are having a conversation saying, I bet you any money it doesn't last long. I bet you any money it's just a quick fling. I bet you any money it doesn't even happen. Like, they'll just have a meeting and then that will be it. You won't actually hear pile one exploring this union with this person, okay? So that's one sort of message coming through here. Now, with the short-term union with the mature man, I feel like there's another conversation here similar to this. For those of you maybe with the boss, okay, I always look at this mature man card as the Emperor card of the Mirror Salon's Love Oracle deck, boss energy in the sense. But I feel like for some of you, it could be this individual wanting to have a short-term union with you. But the reason why what they're gossiping, what they're saying is like they only want that with you. And by them, and the reason why they won't take that action towards you is because it would make them come across as very immature. It's the wrong thing to do, but they're definitely into you, okay? Now, for others of you, it's sort of it's the opposite flip. This person thinks you only want a short-term quick fling with them, but they are wanting a serious relationship. They're looking for a partnership, and they don't feel like they are either mature enough to come towards you or you're mature enough to have the relationship, like for marriage. You know, you kind of just want quick flings. So take that as it resonates. So with the travel card here, okay, I feel like there's some gossip in regards to you know, for some of you, you're not looking for short-term, you're not looking for long-term unions or new love because you want to go traveling. You care more about filling your own cups, okay? And that's probably because of what you've experienced previously. You would rather go and have your own honeymoon on your own as opposed to waiting around and putting up with this sort of nonsense. So take that as it resonates. So what will we do? Let's ask, why are they gossiping? And then we'll find out who it is. So why are these people gossiping about pile one? Actually, I want to use different cards, but we'll grab this one. Hang on. We'll grab three and then I want to use this other deck next to me. Okay, so we have opportunity, home, desire, attraction, acceptance, and eccentric. So we do have acceptance twice. I feel like why are they gossiping with the gate? For some of you, right, they're gossiping because it gives them an opportunity to learn more about you, find out more about you without actually coming up to you. I feel like there are some people amongst this group of people gossiping about you who do have a lot of desire and attraction to you, and you make them feel weak at the knees. So it's very hard for them to be able to approach you. The thought of even coming to your home and hanging out with you petrifies some of these people. So they see the opportunity of gossip to actually learn about you. They also see the opportunity of gossip to learn what desires and what kind of people you're attracted to. Because if you are sharing any stories to other people around you, who then take that information and share it with, work people or acquaintances, it allows them to get to know what you're into. Like, do they have a chance, right? Is what I'm sort of picking up with that. A lot of people gossip about you, pile one, because they find you very attractive, very desiring, okay? So you are the talk of, possibly the talk of the town at this point in time, or the talk of the workplace, okay? You're very eccentric, right? You're very unique, you're very different. And naturally, when somebody stands out like that, people are going to gossip. That's just the way that cookie crumbles. No reversals. Huh. Why do people gossip? That pile one. Emperor is about control. I actually feel like with that control card, and I want one more. Okay, so with speculation, okay, we do have the eye again here. There's something about your intuition people gossip about. And your philosophy in life, okay? So you could be Cancerians as well, is sort of really jumping out there for me, is that crab. So some of you could be very sensitive, very soft on the inside, very hard on the outside, and people may be aware of this. So the reason why they gossip is to try and understand you a little bit more, okay? And like I do feel pretty confident in saying you do have a lot of romantic interest, pile one. So these people are sort of gossiping. They're not gossiping, they're probing people to get information about you out of them in a way that obviously will help them control you, or control the way a conversation would go with you once they get over that insecurities of approaching you, okay, for some of you. But the gossip is definitely happening in the sense that you are shining, right? You're a good catch. You would be like the ideal partner, okay? And that's sort of what I'm picking up with that speculation card. And again, some of you own a home, or you have some kind of, there's something about your home, that has everyone very intrigued. They want to know what your home looks like for some of you. But yeah, with the control, just be mindful. Be mindful what you're sharing with people about, previous romantic relationships or family drama and stuff, because some people can be very good at using that information and then emotionally manipulating you. Okay, so just bear that in mind. There's gossip surrounding, or why people are gossiping is the fact that you are so generous, okay? You're very giving. And because of that, that makes people very envious and very jealous that, you give. And that naturally makes people like you. Okay, so there are some people here who are very envious of you because it's easy for you to make people like you. But it's not. Little do they realize, if you just be your authentic self and a nice, genuine person, people naturally just like you. Principle, however, I just feel like with this one, I just feel like they're gossiping, right? And it's probably negative aspects of a Sagittarius is what's more calling me to this card. It's like, when a Sagittarius is not in their power, they're imbalanced, they become very closed-minded, they're very adrift. They sort of go through life very aimlessly. They can become very pessimistic, very doubtful, okay? And they may even restrain themselves in areas of their life because they don't have that courage to take the risk. Well, pretty much those traits can apply to all of us at some point. But, yeah, if anything, they would be deemed as negative traits of a Sag, not in their power. Please don't take offense that if you are Sagittarius and I'm saying that's what they're like. What I'm basically saying is when we're getting knocked down over and over and over again by the universe, because universe is throwing all the fucking lessons at us, we can become very cynical, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so I'm going to use... I want to try and make this as funny as possible, this part of this reading, and find out who they are using the Australian Animal deck, because let's just see if I can do it. Who are they? A numbnut is what's coming through. Some of you may actually call this person numbnut. It's actually it's actually what you say to a person when they be silly, be stupid, okay? So with the numbnut here, listen to nature, I feel like thinking about a numbnut and not a numbat. These people are somebody that you don't feel are, you know, they don't take life too seriously. They're always being stupid, like, you know, to a point where it's their character in essence. So they're always having a joke. They're always being sarcastic. They're never being real. You never know when they're being real and when they're just joking around is what I'm getting with the numbat, which can be kind of annoying if you're in the workplace and you want to get shit done. Who is gossiping? A Galah. Okay, so some things about a Galah. Now, when you see galahs, occasionally you see them in pairs. Most of the time you see them in groups, large groups. So when I think about the question, who is gossiping about you, it's a whole big group of people. Like, not collectively. I don't feel like it's collectively. It could be people who are all very similar in nature. So wherever you go and there is a large group of people, there is a lot of gossiping going on there about you, okay? So I don't want to create any concerns or insecurities there, because if you rewatch your pile, these people aren't, you know, if anything, they're in awe with everything that you own. They know you the whole package, and it is more on the basis of romantic vibes as to why. But this gossiping is definitely happening in whatever environment or area of your life you enter, and there's lots of people there. This is where all of these people are, is what I'm getting at. So some of these people, like butterflies don't last long, right? They're a caterpillar for a very long time, then they hatch, they're a butterfly, and then they sort of disappear pretty quickly. So what I kind of feel in regards to that is that you're in an area where these people are coming and going, some of you, okay? So it could be customers that come into your work and leave. Does that make sense? So they might come into your work for several months and then they disappear, okay? And could be for some of you who is talking about you or gossiping about you. Something about self-expression is also jumping out with me. So some of these people are very self-expressive, like they're very boisterous, like, and loud as well. Like when a galah really squawks, it's fucking loud, right? And when I said, like, talked about numbnut, those people are kind of like loud and boisterous and obnoxious even, okay? So take that as it sees fit, as you see it fit. Some of these people, one person may have the actual name Grace. Sorry. Possum. Okay, so possum in reverse was sort of sticking out when I was looking at the deck. And we've got the trickster, right, on the bottom. So you guys are definitely going to know, like, who these people are on the basis. Like, I don't feel like a lot of these people are very mature. I think they're either younger than you, and if they're not younger than you, then they're immature. Like, they're always trying to play jokes with you or get you to laugh because they're into you, right? So naturally, when somebody's trying to get your attention, naturally, obviously, the easiest way to sort of build a connection with somebody is humor. Okay, so just take a step back and actually start observing these individuals. So we'll get some astrology signs and then initials, and then we'll wrap it up, because I said I was going to try 15 minutes for each pile, and not even sure where I'm at. Probably at 30 minutes at the moment. Oh, so did I not mention Sagittarius? So we've got a Sag here. We've got Saturn. Uranus. Okay. And Leo at the bottom. Just bear with me. I haven't got my flashcards with me for my astrology stuff, but that's all right. I've got a buck. I got a back. So like I wanted to sort of talk more about star sign placements, but where's my phone? No, I'm not going to be able to do that. But okay, so if we think about Sagittarius, right? So these people, right, you'll deem them as people who are quite adventurous, right? Some of you may even traveled with some of these people. And we've also got, like, Sagittarius talk about being philosophical as well, which I think also I mentioned. So these people you could actually have quite philosophical conversations with, or you have philosophical conversations with them, and they just stand there blown away, and they're like, whoa, how does pile one know all this stuff? Like, I feel like some of these people are quite open-minded, so they're open to listening to what you have to say. And I feel like that piece where I was like, oh, they try and start a conversation with you with humor, but they're naturally there trying to get knowledge from you, pile one. Like, they actually find you very intelligent, and I think that you must know a lot of things, different things, and because of that, you know, you're attracting these people. Some of these people may be very freedom loving, okay, as well, and very self-righteous for others. So take that as it resonates. Now, when I think about Saturn, we think Saturn return. No, just give me a sec. I'll tell you. I'd assume just correct me if I'm wrong, but I would assume, like, Saturn with tarot from memory would be like the devil card. It would also be the world card, like Capricorn, right? So Saturn is linked with Capricorn is what I was trying to remember. And Uranus is, I think from memory, is linked with... is it the Star? I think the Star and the Fool is linked with Uranus. So if you think the Fool is Aquarius, and so is the Star. So then if I was to connect that with Capricorn, so remember Saggies are born in towards the end of the year, yeah? So, sorry, the start of the year, January to February. Capricorns is December to January. And no, January to February is Uranus, is Aquarius. Oh my God, I woke up too early and I'm doing this. And this is why I need my flashcards. What was I talking about? Yeah, and Sagittarius is November to December, before Capricorn. Duh. We'll get there. But yeah, interesting. So in this book for these astrology cards, it links the Three of Swords, you know, the Saturn is all about truth, and it links the Three of Swords. So some of you, and isn't like, I just like when the cards lay on top of each other, like Five of Cups is like very Three of Swords energy. Yeah, look, some of these could be a ex-husband, you know. It could be some of you, it could be people gossiping about you who have had, you've had a miscarriage with, okay? And my sincere condolences there, because that is horrible. Yeah, like I feel like with the Saturn here, if I was to connect that with the Three of Swords, I would have to say one of the people gossiping about you is somebody who's actually hurt you. You know, and they're probably really regretting it, pile one. They're probably really regretting it, the fact that you have worked on yourself, you've put yourself in the position that you have now, financial position, and you've literally got everything other than waiting for the right person, right? You still have everything in my eyes. Like, you've got more than enough. If you're happy, then that's all that matters. There's no point bringing somebody into your life if you're already happy and they're not going to make you either the same happy or happier, okay? There's just no point. It's like a waste of time. So I'm just trying to remember, like, I know when with astrology, like when you do your own chart, the houses are in, you know, their own, what do you call it, part of the wheel. That doesn't make sense. The signs change in accordance with the house because of the way the wheel comes out with your astrology chart. Ugh, what a mouthful. So I'll just quickly jump to Uranus. Uranus. Where is that? Yeah, definitely with that Capricorn energy, it could be a boss as well, like, and it could be somebody, some of you could be sleeping with that person already. But Genius is linked with Uranus, and the Tower card is also linked here, which is a little bit confusing for me. Because the Tower card is Aries and Scorpio, but whatever. I just feel like the message here then, it's like you're rocking people's world. Like every time people check in on you online, like you're doing something new, you've achieved a new goal, like, and they're just in awe with you. Like you're literally bringing Tower moments of like, even it could be despair for some people because they left you, they walked away from you, they hurt you, and you were rising up and you were achieving all of this success, and they can't come back, Okay, these people can't come back. I feel with the Three of Swords being brought into your reading here, I just feel like if these people have hurt you in any way, they know they can't come back towards you. They know that they can't take action. And with the Leo card here, like you're shining bright, right? The Leo energy is the sun energy. The sun card is the happiest card on the planet. Like people know you're happy. Some of these people could be Leo, right? I just want to find my phone. I just want to double check the third house. So it's ruled by Gemini, and its ruling planet is Mercury. Okay, I really should buy my flashcards because I've just wasted time, haven't I? I've wasted your precious time. So Geminis, right? Lying, cheating Geminis. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually surrounded by a lot of Geminis at the moment. I think it's quite peculiar. Like my best friend is a Gemini. One of my sisters is a Gemini. I went on a date the other day with a Gemini and he looked nothing like his photos. He's nice, but like, so I got off online dating again. I went on an online date for the first time in like nearly 12 months, not quite, so 10 months. And did he look like his photos? No, he did not. He lives 2 hours away. What's the point? There's literally no point there. I'm wasting my time, right? But look, like Geminis can be very curious. They're very sociable people, very communicative. Okay, so I kind of feel like these are people you talk to. Like I actually think most of you are actually in conversation. You're in contact. And I think from memory before, there was also something about communication and messages. Oh yeah, here, messages, right? So you could be messaging some of these people. We also have the I here. So yeah, look, I'm going to grab quickly some initials and then I'll have to leave it there because shit, we've gone 50 minutes. Okay. Let me know in the comments, did you last this long? That's a long time. Okay, I have my nails on, so I'm not going to sit here and fuck around because... So we've got a Z and a Q, an R, a D, an S, an X, a K, a W or a M, a T, a J, a H, and an S. But I'm going to leave it there, guys, because that's so long, and I'll see you all later. Bye. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Just wanted to do a quick shout out in regards to a current offer I have. You can get both of these decks from me for just $67 in American dollars, and that's free postage to anywhere in the world. If you are in Australia, both of these decks combined then equate to $99. So let's jump into your reading and find out what the gossip is on you. Ace of Cups speaks for itself. I'm not getting a lot of like big energy, like in the sense like there's a lot of people talking about you. So with the Ten of Swords here, I would have to say the person gossiping about you, it could have already had an ending, but the gossip on pile 1. I'm hearing it shouldn't have let it end. I can't believe I've got the devil here. Reversal. just check. The gossip on pile number 2. True gem. Okay, so there's a really strong message coming through for this pile. Like, I feel like the gossip on you at the moment is referring to having lost you. So if you've recently had an ending with somebody, they're gossiping about you. They're gossiping about the ending is what I feel. The person that you gossiped, the person that you ended things with is most likely a Capricorn or has very strong Capricorn placements, but this person is like a King of Pentacles, not in their power. Okay, so they're not somebody who's looking for a long-term commitment, or at that time they didn't think they were, but I feel at the moment they're realizing that you are a true gem. They're looking back on the passion that they had with you, or they're at least discussing that with somebody close to them. We've also got the Ten of Pentacles here. Like, already this energy for your pile is so different to pile 1. I feel like if you've come to this reading trying to figure out if this person that you've just ended things with is talking about you because you can feel it, then this is definitely your pile, because that's definitely what's going on here. So what this person is discussing with somebody else or gossiping about, first up with the Four of Cups, right, is what they're gossiping about is how you were constantly trying to have a relationship with, and then they were constantly just sort of shutting it down, right? Nine of Wands here would sort of be representing to me that like they were constantly delaying this. Maybe they're sort of talking, some of them are saying like they weren't ready for your offer. Like maybe for some of them were saying we're actually dealing with a sickness or an injury, and that's why they kept trying to break things off with you. Okay, or taking a really long time in accepting your offer. And some of you may be sitting there going like, fuck, but do you actually know, pile 2? Do you actually know that if this person was sick or not? Because you will find a person who aligns with this kind of energy, they're not going to tell people that they're facing like, you know, they've had a heart attack because they're only 48 or something like that. So just bear that in mind, right? And as always, these messages are never for everyone. Like I can post a video and then like months later I get a message from somebody and they're like, your message found me. It was like literally everything to a T. So just bear that in mind when you engage in tarot topics. Not all messages are gonna be for you. For instance, like I've actually stopped engaging in pick a card readings at the moment because they're not I'm not connecting. Like there's no, I'm not connecting to any of the messages and they're just making me annoyed. So there's no point engaging in tarot content if you know you're not connecting with any of the messages, and therefore you're more aligned to or more guided to follow your own intuition about situations and things. So bear that in mind. But yeah, I definitely feel with the Four of Cups and the Nine of Wands here, this is definitely telling me that this person is saying, it's not so much gossip, what they're talking about. It's like a conversation. This person's trying to process how to come back into your life, I think, is what I feel here. I just don't know if their sexual desires are going to be appropriate for some of you, is one sort of side message there. With the Two of Wands here, okay, they're talking about look, in hindsight, all they're talking about, right, all the gossip is talking about that you wanted a relationship with this person, you wanted a partnership. They didn't feel comfortable to move things forward with you because they were either suffering illness or an injury that they didn't wish to share with you, okay? And that is why they've ended things, right? And how they chose to end things was to take the devil approach, which is a very stupid approach given how much this person is into you and how they feel about you and the chemistry. They went and completely dug themselves a grave is what I'm really picking up, right? So for some of you, this person is acknowledging, may have got verbally or physically abusive with some of you. That's really inappropriate. Some of them tried to manipulate some of you in order for you to pull back your energy, is what they're saying. Others of you this person may have made it known that they were desiring other people for you to pull back your energy. But either way, this person chose to take a very cruel approach into ending things with you. Okay. And did that backfire on them? Yes, because what they're feeling now after this ending and what they're gossiping about, is how much chemistry and passion they feel towards you guys, how focused you are, and like there's something about your eyes as well and your lips, and how you always look on point, makeup, hair, everything. They like the very seductive look you have. They miss hanging out with you. They miss that romantic connection they have with you. They actually talk about how much of a true gem you are and how you are the whole package with the 10 of Pentacles. So this person is a fucking idiot. And I feel like they know that. I feel like that's the conversation being had here. So why? Let's just confirm, why are they gossiping about pile number 2? Magic curse. Because you're a princess. I knew that card was going to come out. Do you know what? That card, I actually hate using this deck because of that fucking card. I can never remember what that word means. Hang on a sec. Let me get the book. I'm like a little old lady. Let me get that book. Witches are very... Oh, I already got the book. I see, here's the book I prepared earlier because I knew ostentation was coming out to ruin my fucking day. That's resistance. What have we got here? What? Status. What is that? Sutton. Here we go. It talks about ambition. So Saturn, Taurus, material values. What are we asking again? Why are they gossiping? I just feel like, why are they gossiping? I feel like they're not so much gossiping, like I mentioned. They're more talking about you, maybe in regards to regrets, okay? With the witch card, why are they gossiping? I feel like what they're talking about, for some of them actually feel like you even put some kind of spell on them, and that's why that they feel like this now. Okay, so for some of you, if you're like 100% sure, know that they didn't have an injury or a sickness for them to pull their energy back. It's just because they were a dick and they're effing Capricorn person. No, not an effing Capricorn person. Look, a lot of people are attracted to this energy. We're all attracted to this energy. Even masculines are attracted to the feminines with this energy. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. But I feel like with this energy here coming out, there's a conversation happening, like they feel like a curse is put on them, like they didn't feel this until they did this to you. And then they feel like you put some kind of curse on them for doing that to you or not accepting your love offer. And that is why they now have these strong desires. I feel like they're heavily dreaming about you. For others of you, you know, they're gossiping in the sense that they feel like, you know, you're a person who can provide unconditional love, right? You're very loyal, and I feel because of that, this person, for some of you, is determined to try and get you back, to be successful in getting you back. But they're gossiping because they see you like this, you know, they actually see your worth now. Unfortunately, that's normally what happens. People don't realize what they've got until it's gone. I feel for a lot of you, you put your foot down with this person. You were like, when this happened, you were like, see you later, shut the door, you locked it, you threw the key away, and this person knows this. So organization, I feel like why they're gossiping there, I feel like for some of you, it could be that they're gossiping with somebody they either work with or that works with you, okay? Now with the birth is kind of throwing me off. I'm not going to lie, like some of you could have, why are they gossiping? Maybe they want to have a baby with you for some of you. Like I don't want to like throw things out there that seem really fucking unbelievable, but yeah, like how else can you really connect with the birth card? You can't, other than like there's a baby there, right? And what's that? It's a baby. Like this person, like I said, is more talking about on how to get you back. It's probably how to, some people are probably having the conversation that maybe impregnating you or having a baby with you will help them get you back. Ugh, run. Power. I feel, again, they feel like they're gossiping because they feel like there is some kind of power. You have some kind of power over them now. And I feel it's because of how you handled this situation. Like you held out your cup for so long and then they traumatized you with how they ended things. And then it's like they know you went into Queen of Pentacles mode, right? This woman, this energy does not put up with shit. Like a little, not as much as a Queen of Swords, but this person will go above and beyond and do things for you. But soon as the writing's on the wall, soon as the ending happens, you won't get anything out of her. She shuts the door, she locks it, she walks away. Where with the Queen of Swords, she will fucking give you a serving and then she'll hit the pavement. You know, Queen of Swords energy, they don't necessarily tend to attract this sort of energy because in a way they are that energy, if that makes sense. Like people who have got control of their life and are in control, people who like to control people can tend to see that. They can pick up that energy, so they don't tend to waste their time there because they know they can't control them, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's just confirm who this person is or people using the animal deck. Show us in Australian animal or who this person is, please. Okay, too many. We've got a tiger, quail, marsupials, and a bird. Okay. Fucking turtle. Okay. A gang cockatoo. Isn't he cute? A gang. Remember Me is that song. So funny. If you really want to annoy your workmates, you stand there and sing that part of the song and they'll be so annoyed. They will also laugh. So, you know, I can't remember who sings it, but you know that song, Remember Me. Maybe that's a connection here. I don't normally, every now and then I get a song come through. I might introduce, I was going to get, what's her name? There's a tarot reader. She has a music deck and I've been meaning to buy it, but I just haven't yet. I might get it actually. This person could live in the mountains, or they do mountain bike riding or mountain climbing or rock climbing or something for some of you, with the mountain spirit there. You may see them in the color red as well a lot. You may catch them staring at you a lot is what I am picking up here. Now, when I think about marsupials have a tendency to sort of be more nocturnal. So this person may work at nighttime for some of you. They may be a smaller frame, okay? This person might be quite little for their gender. They may have big ears as well, like the ears are really standing out, or there's something with their ears. They could have a certain, you know, kind of ear piercing or something. Some of them may have beards. And look, it's probably going to sound a little bit, this person, like, and even with the devil card here, like this person may have drug abuse issues. Okay. I'm not going to explain why I'm picking up that energy with these animals, but, look, I just feel like this person has a tendency to have possum eyes, right? And you're going to know, if you know about that world, you're going to know what I mean when I say they've got possum eyes. So there's something there for somebody in regards to just connecting who this is. But I just feel like this person has trust issues, right? Marsupials don't, unless they're raised with humans at a young age, these marsupials don't have a tendency, like, or any marsupials don't have a tendency to come and want to cuddle with a human like a dog does, you know, or a cat. Well, not all cats really want to do that. But yeah, hopefully that's sort of helping connect, just to confirm who this person is, right? With the spiritual awakening, I feel like, side message, I feel like this connection has has put this person on a spiritual awakening journey. Because if they're kind of feeling you've put some sort of curse on them or magic, they're feeling energy, they're feeling that energetic cord between you, that push and pull feel. And that is the start of a spiritual awakening, yeah, for some of us. I do feel like you've thrown this person off balance. The stability here in the yellow-footed rock wallaby, I just feel like this person's world is unstable at this point in time because of the feelings that they've got for you. And we've got curiosity here, right? And I think, oh no, that was a different pile, but I think they're very curious as to how you've thrown them off. Divine timing we've got over here, which is quite cute. I actually feel, look, I don't like blurting out bullshit, but some of you may rekindle your connection with this person. I feel like this person is slowly going to make their way back to you, especially if they're embarking on a spiritual journey. Like if you feel this is your soulmate or like your twin, and you're going through this, stand your ground. Okay, don't go and bake any goods with poison in them just yet. Let's grab some sign placements and initials and then we'll wrap it up there. Show me signs for this pile. 11th house, friends. So this person may have just wanted to be friends with you. 7th house, partners. No, that's a lie because that card came out directly. Maybe it went from friends to partners. Life, debt, south node. So my soulmates and twins are all about past life connections. So this is definitely giving confirmation here that you've already lived a life with this person. Life debts though. This person may be indebted to you or you may be indebted to them, which is quite interesting. So just be mindful. Some of you, this could be a karmic. Okay. So maybe you want to bake that good and put the poison in there. I'm kidding. We've got an Aries here. I'll put it there. And Virgo. Okay. Where's my phone? Give me a sec. I better put the power on. Sorry, the camera's going to move for a sec. Sorry guys, just give me a sec. No, it's not going to work. Okay. So Aries and Virgo, all right? Aries is at the beginning of the year, and from memory, that's like March to April, and then Virgo, we're just sort of going through Virgo season, aren't we? So, so it's September to October. No, that's Libra. So it would be August to September. Their birthdays, sorry, is what I'm getting at. Let me just go here. So we've got 7th house. So as I mentioned in pile 1 is I don't have my flashcards for my astrology houses. But naturally when we do our own birth charts, the houses are aligned with a different sign placement. So that's why astrology gets really complex, and that's why I couldn't care less about it. No, I shouldn't say that. So what have we got here? The 7th house symbolizes your cosmic +1. And yes, that refers to romantic partners. Do you know what I mean? This is why I really like, oh, it's the 11th house, the 7th house. Okay, that's fine. But as we said, like there's some kind of soulmate twin flame vibe going on here, which I can really pick that up. So you definitely already know who this person is. Like I just feel like you're going to get the confirmation, or you've already got the confirmation if this is your pile, okay? And it's Libra as well. So even that is quite funny. I got Virgo birth dates incorrect, aligned with Libra, and the 7th house is connected with Libra. So this person could be a Libra sign. But thinking back to that stability piece, Libras are about, well, quite well balanced when they're in their power. I just kind of feel this person is not in their power. And it could be because they have health issues. It could be mental health issues. But again, if they were verbally or physically abusive to you, pile 2, you do never give those people a second chance. It doesn't matter who the fuck they are. They do not get second chances. As far as I'm concerned, that's what I tell my friends anyway, when they come to me with experiences like that. So the 11th house, is Aquarius, okay? So Aquariuses are between January and February. South Node we already touched on, Virgo and Aries, okay? So we will grab some initials and then we will leave it there. So we have a K, a H, an S, a P, 2 P's, 3 P's, a H. No, I can't do it. Not with these things on my fingers. But yeah, okay. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope that message found you well, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Hey guys, Crystal Grace here, and welcome to this pick a card reading. Before we jump into it, I just wanted to do a quick shout out. I have an offer for both of these decks, free shipping for only $67 USD. So if you are considering of purchasing it and you are in Australia, it would be $99. Well, that's what it equates to. But let me know via email or head over to the Etsy store. With that said, let's jump into your reading. So those of you who chose pile number 3, we have Page of Cups. I also have my phone charging, so I will do my best not to knock the camera. All right, let's find out what the gossip is on pile number 3, please. Four of Swords. Four of Swords just came out, and I just feel like the gossip on you at the moment, something to do with rest. Yeah, what? Just give me a sec. I'm gonna... Ew. Ow. Sorry, guys. I try and do things and I can't with these lovely nails on my fingers. What's the gossip? Look, straight off the bat, I feel like there's this energy about you which is being seen by others. Like with the Ace of Cups here next to the Six of Swords and the Page of Cups, I just feel like here in itself is that you guys are either, the gossip on you is you're focusing on your own self-worth or your own self-love. Like you're moving away from trying to find love. And there's also this other gossip sort of aspect to that, is the fact that like your head is up in the clouds in regards to what you are looking for in love, which is stupid, because at the end of the day, I've actually picked pile 4's deck right now, not pile 3's. So I fucked up, and I'm just going to have to keep moving with that and own my fucked upness. So if you picked pile 4, this was pile 4's deck. And pile 3's deck will now be used for pile 4. So I don't know, maybe check out pile 4 because of that. And my apologies for not being due diligent with my preparation. But yeah, anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, I just kind of feel like there is a gossip piece around you, no longer focusing your time on love. Your head's up in the clouds a little bit, and you're more sort of focused on spending time with friends and family is what I'm really getting with that Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Like, I'm also getting like this piece about you people gossiping how like you don't just let anyone into your circle. Like it takes a lot of years of being friends with you before you consider people family, is what I'm picking up here. Some of you, if you're having a baby or you're trying to get pregnant, there is conversations going on about that. Other gossiping about you is also like Ace of Cups talks about parties, drinking and eating and stuff, and Four of Wands is very all about celebrations and stuff. So I feel like if you're being out partying and whatever's going on there is gossip happening about that. So that's going to be different for all of you because all of you act differently when you drink or when you do whatever. So just bear that in mind, but it doesn't matter. My thing is, if you're not hurting anyone, it doesn't matter. You do you. If you've just met somebody, people are gossiping about that. But with the Six of Swords there, I feel like what they're saying is that you will eventually move away from this person because they're either much more younger than you, and their head is up in the clouds. Like, you know, this person is split in two here and he's looking like, I don't even really, like, pigs might fly is what I get there. Like, people could be saying pigs might fly, that you end up settling down with this younger person. Like, we've both got like young people here and passion in reverse. So I feel like there's some gossiping around your love life. And I did say that at the beginning of the reading, there seems to be quite a lot of romantic energy here. You know, for some of you, they might actually think they might actually be saying that you are too young to be in a relationship. Like, for others of you, they could be saying that you've got a lot of secret admirers. You're also got a very caring attitude, which is why you have a lot of admirers with the Page of Cups there, if we're thinking about traditional terms. But I don't know. I just feel like they're like pigs might fly, that you're going to hook up with whoever you're dealing with right now. Like, you might be having a lot of fun with them and spending a lot of time with them. You may have introduced this person to your family, or vice versa. But there's gossip around this connection actually not lasting because there's not enough chemistry, is what I'm kind of picking up here. You know, if some of you are getting a new home, then there's also being talked about. I just feel maybe with that young female and that young male, the people talking about you may look like this. You may look like this. You know, they're also talking about how laid back you are. You may have a very nice sporty car. You may drive your car like a sports car, like a performance car is what I'm hearing. I don't know. I always look at this young male card and see it as somebody hollering out the window. So no, okay, it's weird. No, I'm not really getting a lot of energy for you guys, like, which is really weird. Like, I'm not, maybe it's because people aren't really gossiping about you. Like, some things are being sort of said, but like, I'm not getting I'm not getting like an influx of energy and messages come through. Like, I don't feel like people are actually gossiping or actually talking about you. And if they do talk about you, it's only for a brief moment, and it's only either acknowledging like something quite small, like, and sorry to, like, you know, some people like being gossiped about, but other people don't. But I kind of feel like at this point in time, like, you know, pile one like went for a really long reading, like it was nearly an hour. And that was like the energy coming through their pile was like they are literally like the talk of the town. Like everyone is talking about them right now. And you know, although that might sound great for some people, other people would feel really not okay about that. So hopefully that's this pile. Hopefully a lot of you who do feel more along the lines with that, we've got confused with the piles here. So that hopefully says something else. It'll be interesting to see what comes out in actual pile 4. So definitely check out pile 4 if you're like, well, this is boring. Or still check out pile 4 just to see if there is anything else to add. But I kind of feel at the moment, like, yeah, it is fairly vanilla, like in the sense that no one is really talking about you a lot, okay? So that's, I feel like no news is good news, to be honest. So why are they talking if they are gossiping? Sorry. See what I mean? Like there's nothing. Oh. Gazelle, change. See, purity, right? This is why no one's talking about you. And we got change again. Let me just grab these. I'll stick with the routine. Versatility and defense. Maybe it's like Spirit is protecting your energy at this point in time. Like, you know, I feel like there's some changes maybe happening in your life at this point in time. And maybe the last thing Spirit knows you need is like a whole bunch of people gossiping about you, you being on the tongues of everyone, so to speak. But I actually feel like why people aren't gossiping about you is because of something to do with your purity. Okay. Everything sort of happening in your life right now isn't creating interest in the means of giving something, like it's not making people jealous, and it's not making, you're not triggering anyone. Like when we make people jealous or we create people to react in a negative way, it's because we're triggering them, not by choice and not by force. It's just because they've got deep-seated issues, and what we're doing in our life will trigger them. So maybe it's the fact that how you guys portray yourself or you talk about what you've been doing, it's in a way where it doesn't trigger anyone, right? So you're in a cycle at the moment where it's most likely you're not triggering anyone, but I do feel like with the defense here, your spirit guides are protecting you from probably gossip happening, or you being a part of gossip. Okay, and also with the versatility here, I feel like you're not a part of gossip because you are very versatile, like you adapt to your environments. And I think because of that, you can sidestep being a part of gossip. With the passion here in reverse, though, I do feel like that first bit, if there's anything going on, it's got to do with one little bit of romantic interest you may have with a younger person. They may have blonde hair, okay? But yeah, let's move on. Who is gossiping? Who is saying those things about pile number 3? So if you watch other piles, like the other piles, what you'll notice, the cards come flying out, and those cards aren't really flying out. We've got a cockatiel, listen. Look, these birds are very like, they listen. I don't know. I feel like I don't feel like you're a conversation piece at this point in time in any of the environments. And I don't want that to sound like like make you feel like, oh, it's because your life is boring or anything like that. I think at this point in time, like I feel like you're doing a lot of listening and not a lot of talking. And when you're not talking, people have got nothing to gossip about. If you're not sharing anything and you're keeping everything close to your heart, right? Your heart space, and you're focusing on listening, people can't gossip about you, right? People only gossip with a little bit of information that they can obtain, okay? But if we were to refer this back to a person who is gossiping about you, it's somebody that listens to every word you say. It could be somebody listening from afar as well, that you don't even realize that they're listening. So say if you have your lunch in a crib room, right, or a break room, it could be Cancerian, lunar eclipse, change again, right? It's something about change. Have you changed work environments? Have you changed locations? Maybe there's not a lot of gossiping going on about you because nobody has been able to listen to much or anything you have to say in order to start gossip as well, remember? I feel like this person could be listening to you, but you don't know. Now, Cancerians are very like, they're different. Look, I'm big on moon signs. I think if you actually look at a person's moon sign, that will be them to the T when you align them with the astrology characteristics. Like, there are aspects of the sun sign, yes, but to really know a person, like to really know the grunt of them, you need to know their moon sign, I think, and their rising sign as well. But I just kind of feel more called in saying that. But needless to say, if we were to think about a Cancerian, this would be somebody who, you see as somebody really embraces their feelings, and they're very sentimental as well. So the fact that they may sit there and listen to every word you say means they could be family. This could be somebody that you're actually in a family with. Like, they could be very nurturing, very receptive, right? Somebody who's very receptive to you will listen to you. So, for some of you, it could be a mum. I just don't feel like people are gossiping about you. Like, I don't feel like there's any sort of negative gossip going on about you, or people are like talking about your decisions. Like, I actually think you guys are really well balanced. There's been a big change in your life, like a change in how you're handling things. Maybe you guys aren't partying as much, maybe there's been a big change in what your interests are now. So it's not giving anyone anything to talk about. People are sort of just stuck there like, oh, I've got nothing, like, give me something. So, yeah, I just feel like I'm going to stick with that. Like, I actually don't think people are gossiping about you guys. So I'm going to grab some initials, and then I'm going to move to pile 4 because there's no point trying to make something look something when it's not. So we've got a C, an X, it could be an X, a W or an M, like 2 W's or 2 M's, okay? So that's all I've got for you guys. Definitely check out pile 4 if you feel like people are gossiping about you. And with that said, I will see you all guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, Crystal Grace here, and welcome to this reading, or welcome to your pile 3. Before we jump into it, I just wanted to do a quick shout out in regards to the current offer I have on these 2 decks, free shipping anywhere in the world, and you can have both decks for $67 USD. So if you are in Australia and you're considering this package, it would equate to $99. So with that said, let's jump into it. And if you haven't just come from pile 3, what I'll acknowledge is that unfortunately pile 3 got pile 4's deck because I stuffed up, and pile 4 now will have the Meryl Streep deck. Sorry about that. So if you are adamant that you wanted pile 4's actual deck, then go check out pile 3 because it was not what the reading was about. I don't know. Let's just connect with this one. See, I don't know. Follow your own intuition. Go have a look or don't have a look. I don't know. Don't care. All right. So what are people gossiping about pile 3? Obviously, 8 of Cups. She's walking away and she's walking away hard. Like, what's she walking away from? So I do have to feel called, like I am being guided to say pile 3 and pile 4 are heavily connected together. There is this sense here of walking away from a partying lifestyle or not being into partying or something anymore, okay? So that is what some people are talking about regarding this pile. You've walked away from socializing. You're walking away from just hanging out with randoms or something. Reversals. So Ace of Cups has come out in most of the piles, and you know I love it because we're using a completely different decks for all of them, right? Emperor. What are they saying? That's it. I think the Emperor was in the same spot and the Star came out. 8 of Wands. Alice at the palace. Alice at the palace. Okay. Look, there is some heavy sort of energy in regards to what could be. I actually just want to find out who this is first, but I'm actually going to use tarot to do that. So just show me who they are. It's family, I'm hearing. Show me who they are. Could be people you work with, the Chariot. Yeah, it could be work people. I don't know. Look, the energy around the Hangman in reverse in regards to gossip, right? It could be talking about ill health, right? People gossiping either about your ill health. They could also, and having the Hierophant, the Chariot here, I can't ignore the fact that, you know, the Hierophant's about a place where there's, you know, traditional like values, organization. So where would you find that? Could be a religious group, like a place where ceremonies take place as well. So this gossip could have also happened at a wedding, okay, or a baptism or an engagement party, okay. So it could be the fact like this isn't ongoing gossip. It could be like it happened at a ceremony, okay? And it could have happened in July season with the Chariot there. So again, sometimes just real specific messages come through for one person on the entire planet who watches these tarot content. That's just the way that it rolls. But look, if this, what I'm about to say, triggers you in any way and you're like, what the fuck, then click off, because like it's definitely going to be a specific message. But the Hangman in reverse would talk about illness like suicide, prison sentencing, you know, really like no, I'm going to leave it there. Like there's something to do with like even mental health, right? Well, obviously suicide aligns with that. So I don't know if there's gossip around that with you per se, or maybe the reason with the Ace of Cups there is the reason why you've had to walk away from somebody you were in a relationship with. Okay, for some of you, you've walked away from somebody. Like what people are talking about is because of an unhealthy, unhealthy lifestyle they may have lived, been living. For some of you, romantic connections have put you in that headspace, where you felt the need to go and drink and then walk away from that lifestyle. Take it as it resonates, because it's like the energy coming through is very like muddled in a way. Wishy-washy even is probably a better word. Like, some of you may have lost a friend or a family member to suicide, okay? And that is what some people are talking about. That shouldn't be gossip. That's really personal information. Look, it could be your boss who's talking about this as well, with the Hierophant, the Chariot, and the Emperor here. But I will pull other cards with another deck to find out who it is. I just feel, like this just seems like there could be a conversation happening about maybe some kind of abandonment some of you have had to go through because of this situation. Like, I feel pretty confident in saying they're not gossiping about you being suicidal. It's somebody that you know that was suicidal, okay? And my deepest apologies, because that is, it's you wouldn't wish it on anyone, right? To go through it or to do it. Like, it's a very heavy moment in life when you have to deal with that. And if that's not correlating with your situation, then what I would feel with those first three cards is the fact that you've walked away from feeling like that. Okay, you've had enough with maybe looking for love in the wrong places. Maybe there's some gossip there about some of you finding love with the wrong people, and now you're finally walking away. Like, you're now in your power. You now are in like boss bitch mode. And the Iron Lady, like, I don't really know the characters of these people on these cards. If you do, let me know down in the comment section. But iron is pretty hard material, right? So I just feel like whatever you've been through in your past and whatever you've walked away from has put you in a place of power now, has put you in a place of stability, is also what I'm seeing here. And I feel like with the Ten of Wands here, some of you are overworking, maybe not to face this stuff. Is another conversation may be happening about you, is that you put a lot on your plate so you can stay focused on your journey, like staying focused on, like, you may have a side hustle, maybe staying focused on an online business, staying focused, keeping well balanced. The more you put more on your plate, the more balanced you stay, is what somebody is saying about you. Some people would argue with that pile 4 and say that's an unhealthy way to be. I don't think so. I think as long as you're not avoiding that and you know it's there, you do whatever you need to do not to fall back into, the black dog state of mind, because that's not a state anyone wants to be in. So with the Ten of Wands, I just feel like it's about what they're saying. It's like you're really exercising your willpower to overcome burdens, right? You're really working hard on yourself to get over whatever happened here, because something pretty hectic's happened. And that is what the gossip is about this pile. So I can't understand why I've had the decks mixed up, if there's a reason or a link there for pile 3 or pile 4, but it might be the fact that pile 4 people If this doesn't resonate with you, then pile 3 is your pile, because pile 3 was nothing like this, and vice versa. So why are people gossiping about pile 4? Like, completely different. Why are they gossiping? For some of you, these are people who... Why are they gossiping though? Look, for some of you, these aren't honest connections, and that's why they are gossiping, okay? So just bear in mind, if you're opening up about this stuff with certain people, just bear in mind, take a step back and just really analyze whether they have your best interest at heart, okay? Because like I said in pile 3, and this could be the link, it could be the message why the two have combined in a way, is that if we more focus on listening and not talking, if we don't talk, we don't give people anything to talk about, right? Whereas if we sit there and be the observer and listen and not share anything with people, then they've got nothing to say. That was sort of like a really strong message as to why there wasn't any gossip on pile 3. It's sort of like they're in a moment of their life where they're doing more listening. They could be in new environments, etc. So what it could be is like that message within itself, like you guys may need to take a step back in sharing stuff about you with people around you, because they're gossiping, because the connection they have with you is not honest. It's not about pure love connection, okay? With the twin flame here, like they are spiritually off, okay? That is why they're gossiping. Like they're not spiritually aligned in a positive manner, okay? You know, they're not a part of your soul tribe with the twin flame card in reverse. Like, and the true love in reverse would tell me like they don't have your best interest at heart. And it could be because here would demonstrate for me somebody who's going to hit high achievements, right? The Emperor, the Ten of Wands, and the Star, those cards combined for me it talks about a person who's ready to go hard for what they want, like to achieve their goals, you know. And naturally when you're ready to put that kind of work in, like even though the Sun card is in reverse here, like you're going to have a very positive outcome with this energy here. And that's what I feel like these people are gossiping about, and probably why they're gossiping, because there is that sense of jealousy, right? You could be blind to the truth at the moment. This reading could make you feel like this is BS, okay? It could make you feel like, and I feel like it's more aligned with this comment here, because when we pull the cards who this is, you might actually be shocked with who comes out, because these people you've had a past life with, but they're not a part of your soul tribe in a positive manner for this life, is what's coming through. So you may actually find like this reading might be the message you need to hear, but maybe not what you want to hear. But as I always say, only take these messages aren't here to trigger you. You'll either relate or correlate with it, or you won't. Okay, but if it makes you angry or anything like that, just click off. Go to pile 3. Okay, so why are they gossiping? So Ace of Cups is also about pregnancy, birth of a girl even. So we do have pregnancy here as well. Some of you, there could be some, like, why are they gossiping? Why are they gossiping? For some of you, they could be trying to gossip about you to prevent you. I know this might sound a bit weird, but it is what it is. Got to try and put it in words. There's a message coming through. It's like somebody's gossiping about you who's either fallen pregnant for wealth, and this is who they are, okay? And they're gossiping about you to take the focus off them for doing what they're currently doing in their life, which is not the best strategy to take, but that's a journey within somebody's prerogative, right? You have a lot of opportunities coming your way, okay? And that is why these people are gossiping. And your opportunities, you may feel at this point in time, pile 4, are very far in the distance, but they're not, because you're working really hard on yourself, and you're working really hard on upskilling yourself to get a better job, to get a home, one that you like, and that's building a lot of stamina and a lot of strength within. And what happens when we're strong? We're successful. Like, that just goes hand in hand. Strength and success are like, what's a good analogy? Are like cookies and cream. So yeah, they're also trying to control you here, yeah? There's a sense of control. I feel like you make these people feel disempowered because of what you've come from, something quite traumatic, or something traumatic's happened to you, and you bounce back on top. Like, I feel that's what people are, you know, why they're gossiping about you is because maybe they didn't think you were going to come back from whatever that was, which is jokes on them, right? Surprises, presents, and openings. I don't think we really touched on that. I don't know if anyone's surprising you with gifts, okay? Obviously, that's a conversation piece happening with some people. If you're surprising anyone with gifts, people are talking about that. So why are they gossiping? So these people lack empathy. We've got principle, adaptability. Enterprise. Enterprise would be telling me it's a workplace. Workplace drama for some of you. And that would be why they're gossiping, because they like workplace drama. But people who lack empathy will naturally gossip about people and especially this sort of stuff. Okay. Again, like I think the principal card came out in pile 1, and how I was really called for that was like, you know, considering like what Saggies are like when they're not in their power is like, you know, they become very closed-minded, they're very pessimistic, very doubtful. So I feel that is why they are gossiping. Naturally, these people, I feel like if this is work, these people have been in the workplace for so long, they've actually got nothing else to talk about. Like, they don't have other environments to participate in that allow them to open their minds and their souls and their heart space, and therefore give them new information to talk about. Like, these people have very limited topics that they can talk about, which makes them super boring, right? I'll call it, like, go read a book. There's so many books and stuff out there. Watch a documentary. That gives you something to talk about. I feel like they also gossip about you is because I feel like with the adaptability, there's something about you, pile 4, that whatever it is you're doing, they're able to adapt you to like anything, like they feel like they can. I don't think they can. And I do feel like I am getting the energy, like when people listen to these people gossiping about you, they don't see the link. Like, I feel like there's some gossip here. Like, people try, if somebody else does something at work, this person or these people try and create a link between you and that situation or that scenario. And I do feel a lot of people who have to listen to that are left really confused. They also gossip about you because you are a very generous, loving person. There is this sense of jealousy surrounding you. So let's find out who they are. The blue banded bee, master of the miracles. It could be the queen bee at work, like it could be the boss, like I mentioned. They could look like a cassowary. So what a cassowary in human form looks like. They've got like a head shape like that. Like obviously their eyes are up here, but they've got like oval head shape heads. Okay, we've got a brown snake here. This is one of the most deadliest animals here in Australia. You get bitten by one of them, you will fucking die. Like if you do not get to a hospital, you know, you don't ever want to get bitten by a brown snake. You would personally would rather die, to be honest. Like another way. But yeah, okay, so bumblebee here, or the blue banded bee, I kind of am being called to say who this person is or people are. Like these people are like the queen bees. Like when they walk into a room, they demand attention. They're sort of like real strong Queen of Swords sort of energy, right? Like they're very, but not in a positive way. There's one, you know, some people can walk into a room and command attention in a very like natural way and not a sadistic way. I feel like the energy I'm getting with the blue banded bee is like this queen bee attitude, like I'm here, everyone listen to me, needs to be center of attention. With the little penguin here, I kind of feel like this is a separate person to the bee energy. I feel like this person pretends to be your friend, okay? And you know how I said here, there's something about these connections aren't pure. Like maybe both of these people pretend to be your friend but are not. Like with the brown snake here, it's really driving home that message. You need to be very careful around who you're sharing trauma with, okay? Because they are a fucking snake. Like little penguins are quite cute looking. There's nothing, like this has a very dark energy about it, this card, like this penguin here. Brown snakes are the worst. Like, who are these people? They're the worst. Like, sun magic. That's interesting. I feel like this person proclaims like their self-mastery of things. Like, we've got, see here, master, mastery, individuality. Could these be like a posse of four different people? You know, you're gonna know. Let me know down in the comments though. But like, you know how some people give you that snake vibe? Like you just know. I remember when I went on this date ages ago, last year actually, beginning of last year, and I kid you not, when we were hooking up, hanging out, whatever, serpent, the word serpent just kept coming into my mind. And I was like, what a weird, why am I hearing this intuitively, right? And I was like, what the fuck? And look, he never turned out to be a snake, but he was in a way. Like he wasn't a bad snake sort of person, but his intentions of being or pursuing a connection with me was to just like hang at his house in his room. And I don't know. And that was it. I'm not even going to get into that because it's embarrassing. But, you know, that's online dating for you, right? Full stop period. I really think we should have a session, maybe a live session of sharing our, we should do like a Zoom or something, sharing our worst dates. And we could probably record that session if you want. No, we won't do that. Let me know if you want to share worst dating stories. I've got 1 million. No, not 1 million, but it's up there. Yeah, I don't know. With the cassowary, I'm getting squawking. Like, this person is very loud and very obnoxious, says really nasty things, but says I'm just joking. You know, I just feel like this person will wait until you're down, and they're the kind of person who kicks you when you're down. Yeah, I just not really, I feel sorry for you guys, whoever's picked this pile, and this is really relating. Like, this is a very toxic group of people to be around. Show me star signs to help pile 4 identify who these people are. Yod. Destiny. I have to get the book for that. So we've got Libra, Black Moon, Lilith, Saturn return. So some of these people could be around 29, 28, and then it happens again at what, 49, 48. Okay, sorry guys, I had to respond to my friend. Yod. Yod, yod, yod. A Yod. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. So who are they? So if you think about who they are, these are people that you know don't follow their destiny. You know, these are the kind of people who aren't following their true path, okay? With Libra here, they are the kind of people who, you know, you may think they come across as being very cooperative, very fair and just, but what I actually think, you would more know them as people who are very like dependent on each other, right? They're very passive, they're very indecisive at times. So, you know, if these are like friends, like they will hang out with you at the last minute if there's nothing else like to do, is sort of what I'm picking up there. I just feel like these people have an imbalance, okay? But their birthdays could be around now, to be honest. We're about to head into Libra season soon. Well, in another 10 days, I should say. But, yeah, Libra is from Sept to October, like the middle of September to the middle of October. So the Black Moon Lilith, right? Lilith is, if you ever wonder why you fantasize about or make believe, pretend, you know, like, it's going to sound really weird, but it is what it is. And I know it's normal because I've walked into bathrooms before and seen my friends having imaginary conversations of being DJs in Ibiza in front of the mirror. And it's funny to watch. So when you actually, what I remember with the Lilith, I don't know if it's the same as Black Moon Lilith, but your Lilith placement, if you look at that, because when I saw that, when I got to see my friend doing those ones, I always wondered, where is that in the birth chart? Anyway, years later, when I was reading up on astrology and I came across Lilith, that's the correlation I found. I was like, that's why, you know, Shannon was in the bathroom pretending off his head, mind you, pretending he was with no shirt on. He loves his body. He's a gay man, obviously. Not because he loves his body, but shit, I hope I didn't say anything inappropriate. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and he had to go to work. Like, he had a corporate job too. He's thrown that in the bin and now he's following his soul's journey. Wow, there could be a link here. Anyway, yeah, and so if you actually look at your Lilith placements, what you'll see is what you fantasize about you being, and that's the path that you should take, right? So I don't know why I went on that random tangent, but it'll be for somebody, as it always. So Black Moon Lilith, right? In revenge and in love, women is more barrack than man is. Wow. I don't think so. I don't really agree with that at all. Especially with the brown snake there. Men can be very snake, but funny, right? Who are these people? So in this book, it says that. So it has to be a woman, right? Barbaric than men. So Queen of Swords energy, I kid you not. So didn't I say like we were picking up Queen of Swords energy? So, you know, the writing's there, guys. The writing's there. And then let's go to... So your Queen of Swords people, you know, when we think about birth dates, born, believe it or not, in Virgo and Libra season. So their birthdays are now. Like, please let me know down in the comments if this is correlating with you, because it brings a smile to my face. Okay, Saturn return age. They always say times change things, but you actually have to change them yourself. So I feel like... what I was saying, like in order, what I just said about that with my friend, like follow your path. You want to be a DJ in Ibiza, go for it with your shirt off and, you know, instead of sitting in your bathroom off your head pretending, like get out there and give it a go. So funny. How many of you have sat in front of your mirror and with your shirt off, listening to dance music, pretending you're the famous DJ in Ibiza? Put your hand up. So this card, the Saturn return card, is correlated with judgment, okay? But Saturn is correlated with Capricorn, okay? So Capricorns are born in December to January, okay? But if I think about the judgment card is linked with Scorpios, which are born between October and November. So these people's birthdays are all very close is what I'm picking up. So whether these sign placements are correlating with you or not, I feel like the people that are gossiping about you, their birthdays are all really close together is what is really coming through. And then the last one with the 8th house is, I love it when I turn to the page in the book and it's the card. Like, that's my favorite thing. No, it's not my favorite thing. From my rotting body, flowers shall grow and I'm in them, and that is eternity. Deep. 9 of Swords, okay? So 9 of Swords would say that these people could be Gemini, so June to July. No, sorry. May to June. June to July is Cancerians. We do have, like, this card talks about ghosts and deaths and passing away, dangers of the occult. These people may be anti-occult, so they may be denying their spiritual growth or their spiritual practices because they're anti it. They shame it as opposed to embracing it is what's coming through. So I'll just grab some initials and we'll leave it there. So we have a H, an F, an R, an N, and a V. Sorry guys, I'm not going to sit there and try and touch them because I have nails on today for this reading and it's too hard. So that's all I have for you. I hope this message found you well and I hope you got a laugh. And yeah, if you ever get bored, you know you've got an activity in the bathroom that awaits you. Okay, I'll see you all guys next time. Bye. Hey Pile 5, welcome to your reading. Before we jump into it, I just wanted to do a quick shout out on the current offer I have for both of these decks. If you are interested, you can get both decks for $67 US. So that equates to $99 in Australia, in Australian dollars. And it's free postage anywhere in the world. Okay, so with that said, let's jump into your reading. We had the Eight of Pentacles. Work hard, play hard is really coming through for you guys. And I'm going to be brutally honest. I've just done 4 piles. And for your pile, I was like, I really want an alcoholic drink. So I went and got one. And I'm having one. Bundaberg Extra Smooth I'm having, which I never drink that. Anyway, I feel like I don't normally do this, but I just felt like I needed a drink after the last couple of piles. No, I'm kidding. I don't know why. But there's something like work hard, play hard, right? I work hard and I play hard, so maybe this is my pile. But I feel like what people gossip about you, it's not like, I feel like when they gossip about you, that it's very in a way of like standing up for you, like is what I feel. Like I feel like if anyone is around people trying, if anyone's around people, if somebody is trying, you sure you should add that drink? Yes. If people are like, if there's a group of people and somebody says something about you and it's sort of in a way of putting you down, I feel like you've got a lot of people around you who are more than happy to put those people in their place. I feel like the gossip about you is you work hard, you play hard. Like when you give it your all. Like you're a good person at heart. You may like to party. You may like to have drinks early in the morning. But at the end of the day, you always go above and beyond your roles in life, whether it's with family, whether it's with friends, whether it's in the workplace. Like you have a very good reputation is what I feel. Like the energy that's coming from this pile is very motivating. I feel like you you're a master of a lot of subjects as well, and I think you're an expert in your field, whatever it is you do. Some of you are making money from your passion, which is what people are talking about, which is fantastic. Like your authority in your niche, like you know what you're doing. Like you could pick up a hobby and like bam, like turn it into a money maker is what people say about you or what they're gossiping anyway. So we've got the Hierophant, we've got the Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles. One more. Ten of Pentacles. Oh yeah. People gossip in regards about how traditional you are and like how high your morals sit. Like you're very like you're a person who's based on morals. Like I'm hearing like if a married person tried to hit on you, you would have no issue. Like people are saying that you would never pursue a person who was married. You would never pursue somebody who is taken. Like you have very high morals when it comes to that. Like you respect commitments and marriages to a level like most people don't actually get. Like if somebody tries to flirt with you, you would shut that down. Okay, and that seems to be like a conversation piece happening about you at the moment, which means people are romantically interested in you. Okay, I'm also picking up that with that Hierophant card, that you're, yeah, like people are saying you're very traditional. Like, so I don't feel like it's sort of gossip per se about you. I feel it's more about people are talking about you romantically or saying that they might be sexually attracted to you, and they could be in relationships. And I feel what's being said is that these people are shutting that down. They're like, she or he would never do that because you're married or you're in a relationship. Pile 5 is very traditional. Like, they don't behave like that, you know. They won't go into commitments that they don't want or aren't, you know, for their highest good either as well, I feel, with that Hierophant card. The woman in the tree here has always jumped out at me with this card, and I just feel like if your grandmother is either here or in the other realms, that's a conversation. There's a conversation there for some of you that you receive advice off your grandmothers, whether they're here or in another realm. So somebody's talking about that. I don't think it's the same sort of people though. 6 of Swords, right? This is the energy I pick up for this is like, what they say is like, you know, you'll always remove yourself from toxic environments in a very calm and collected manner. Like, you don't cause scenes, you just sort of go really quiet and you disappear, is what somebody's sort of telling me at the moment. Like, you know, the 6 of Swords in the traditional deck, it's like, you know, rocky waters and then smooth sailing, like somebody sneaking away in the middle of the night. And I feel like the gossip here about you, or the conversation, is like, if you do the wrong thing by pile 5, they will disappear from your life and you won't even realize it's happening, like, until it's too late, is what I feel like saying, what's coming through. 2 of Pentacles is quite interesting here in the sense of it being in reverse, right? This would actually sort of say like there's some gossip about maybe you guys having a lack of money, all right? Or a lack of time for your resources. Although you had the 8 of Pentacles energy coming through here, it could be the fact that you have a lot of great ideas, but you don't have enough time or the resources to bring everything you want or desire in your workspace into reality, is what I feel like is being said about you here. It could be the fact you have a lack of money to be able to invest in hobbies and in new endeavors, okay? The 7 of Cups, right, would tell me people are gossiping about you having a lot of love offers or a lot of opportunities, okay? I kind of feel like you've got a lot of choices in your life, but they also talk about how you always make the right choice even when you've got so many choices. Like, you can spread your wings and fly, is what I'm hearing, and you always fly in the right direction, which is phenomenal, because like I know myself can fly in the wrong direction and still, like, after having a lot of choices, but you know, flying in the wrong direction puts me in the right direction eventually, after I have a cry about it. 6 of Cups, okay. You know, this is a couple of different things here. Like, I feel like some people might be talking about how you have a tendency to revisit past relationships with exes, okay? You like to give people a second chance. You know, going back to something, like going back to someone that you do love from your past could be a conversation piece right now. And that's why you're not dating anyone, or that's why you're not pursuing anyone, okay, is one side message there. But also I feel like there's somebody else sort of talking about the good memories they're building with you, or they're talking about the good memories that they had with you before maybe you disappeared from their life, okay? And then with the Fool here, like, I love the Fool card. I think if there's going to be a card that you really want to people talking about, it's the Fool, you know? This is talking about how, like, you know, people find you very spontaneous, very adventurous, very fun, even to the point like your personality and your energy is very addictive. You know, and that can make you feel good. It can make some people not feel that great. But overall, like the gossip on you at the moment is very highly positive, I would say. So what else are they gossiping about? Control. I think taking back your power is probably not funny. Past love came out before. Do have dating. See how I said, like, there is that energy there. The dating card's just sort of confirming that for me. Is that yeah, some of you are really in a moment. Maybe you're not focusing. I don't know, let's start at past love. I'm working my way back and getting confused. But past love would be in the fact that you are either hung up on a past lover or you're considering going back to a past lover. For some of it, some people are saying it's because of money and their finances. Others are saying that you won't go back to past lovers because you are focusing on your money and your finances. Some people actually gossip about how lucky you are. Lucky in love, but lucky in money. And when it comes to money, like money flows to you fairly easily, okay? And I'm also hearing an audience person saying, no, it doesn't. But when we have that mindset, it won't flow to us as well. If you like release control with money or your negative attachment with money, it will flow to you. And then people won't want to refund you and blah. I'm not going down there, but anyway, you know, this brunette female card, like, it's always the same for me. Like, if I look at this card and go, what's somebody thinking about me or gossiping? They're gossiping about your physical appearance. Like, it's red hot. Like, your eyes, your lashes, your eyebrows. You've got nice eyebrows. Never really been drawn to the eyebrows with this card, but the eyebrows are really standing out. And the color of your eyes. Your nose is very quaint, or there's something about your nose is very cute, okay? You're a very focused individual, and I feel like that was sort of already being said with the Eight of Pentacles. But yeah, there's that sense of taking back control. I'm not picking up negative energy with the control card, but now that I say that, I feel like the message there, it's like you would never allow anyone to treat you like a puppet on a string. Like, you would literally just walk away, cut ties, see you later. And which could be the reason why you're not dating at the moment, because you've recently come out of a connection where somebody was trying to treat you like that. That could be a thing here. And others of you, you're not dating because you're either waiting for a past lover to return or you're still hung up with somebody from the past. All right, so why are these people gossiping? So when I ask why, I want to know, like, is it because they love you and they want a baby with you, or is it because they're just fucking assholes? Why? Well, like I sort of mentioned, they're not so much gossiping, that's just sort of like defending. Why are they gossiping? Power, survival. Yeah, so remember how I said it was like that message when people start circulating you and trying to like taint your name. I feel like why gossip comes up is to shut those people down, okay? Oh, and look at this on the bottom of the deck. Somebody loves you. No, everyone loves you. But there is romantic vibes here. So the people who are shutting these sharks down, when people try and put shit on you, I feel like in the workplace, these people shut them down with any positive information that they feel isn't jeopardizing your reputation. They shut them down or stop them circulating you because they do have love for you. And I feel like for some of you, it's friendship love. It's not, I want to marry you. I think some of these people who protect you are married, Okay, like they don't protect you because they want to be with you. They protect you because they actually appreciate you as a person. But there is somebody who has romantic feelings for you. Is it the people circulating you? Oh my God, we got romance. Possibly. You know, some people will act like fucking assholes to us because they don't believe, they're not confident enough in themselves to know that they could have a potential relationship with you. So instead, they burn the bridges. I don't get those people. So why do they gossip? Seduction. Yeah, okay. They're hot for you. Secrets as well, right? Well, I don't know, guys. Like, I kind of feel like they are... secrets was in reverse. So if I was to consider that, it's no secret that these people like you, I feel. The reason why they gossip on you or try and put you down, or, you know, I do feel the reason why they do that is because they have romantic feelings for you. And the people that they do this in front of can see that they have feelings for you, which is quite funny, really. They can see that you would bring them a lot of fulfillment. They can see that you seduce them, because I do feel like you guys are very sexual or have a strong sexual energy. And I feel the reason why these people try and gossip about you or try and find out information about you, it's solely because they are romantically interested in you. And, you know, there's nothing worse than those sorts of people. I just think, oh, grow up. Grow up. Like, grow a pair of balls, really. Like, if you're into somebody, you just say it. You don't act like a tool. All right, show us what they look like. What do these monkeys look like? A green tree frog. So they could have big eyes. Googly eyes. I was going to say beetly eyes. So we've got green tree frog, kangaroo, and a black cockatoo. All right. So big eyes, big ears. Maybe might have something going on with their hair, lack of hair, possibly, or like a poof of hair on the top. We've got a frilled neck lizard. So what I'm kind of picking up with the frilled neck lizard, they might have like, you know, like a big chin is what I'm picking up there, and the dragonfly. So with the dragonfly is a very magical like element for me. Like when I see dragonflies, I just feel like there's a lot of spiritual energy around me, or spiritual beings. Yeah, so what they look like, who are they? So big eyes, big ears, fluffy hair or something. Maybe not a lot of hair, but the hair that they have is like fluffy or something. Very like either maybe a lot of weight around the chin, okay? Like, if that makes sense. And they might be real talkative as well, you know. They've always got a lot to say. They're always talking about something, is what I pick up with the frilled neck lizard. And then with the dragonfly, I just feel like these people, this person has a very like magical element or energy to them, which I think you naturally feel. Like, I think you can see that they look spiritual, but they would never show anyone that side, I don't think. I don't think anyone would be aware that this person has some sort of, like, they've evolved spiritually. And I think that comes down to them, like their pride. Like, they don't want people to know, like, they can rain magic. like they don't express their truth is what I'm, like they're determined not to express their truth. So this person who gossips about you or tries to gossip about you or puts you down in a way actually has romantic feelings for you, is very spiritually connected, but won't share that with anyone because they're afraid that they would get bullied, right? So they're actually either going through a current transformation. Maybe they will eventually share it. I doubt it though. Most people keep their spiritual awakenings to themselves because they're embarrassed, which is ashamed. Not most people, I shouldn't say that, but I had an interesting conversation once, and it was like, oh, spiritual journeys are very personal. Like more or less, they were trying to tell me I shouldn't engage in I shouldn't talk about spirituality, was what this old boss said to me. And I thought, fuck. And years later now, I think, what a fucking toxic bitch she was. Anyway, she's just a toxic, created a very toxic work life, very work environment, very toxic. I can't even imagine the karma the universe will serve that psychopath. But anyway, back to this. I just feel like this person is denying their transformation, but you can't, like, once you're going through a transformation, you transform, like, naturally, you know, we have a newfound love for ourselves and a newfound love for life and a newfound love for spirituality as well. But I just think like this person, you either know who this person is and you just needed this reading for confirmation, or now you will understand why this person behaves that they do, is that they're actually going through a transformation. Some of you may go into a relationship with this person with the Venus and the love card here. This connection, their transformation may transform into a romantic connection with you. If you've actually been fantasizing about this person, you know, I do feel confident in saying that this will come into fruition. This connection. Now, if you're not fantasizing about this, then this person is heavily fantasizing about this. So Scorpio, right? When we think about Scorpio traits, you would, and trying to identify a person, this person would come across as very honest, okay? And very non-attached, I feel. Like they don't seem very attached to things. They're very transparent, but you also get this feeling like they're hiding something, okay? I think you can also pick up the energy that if you were to burn them, they would burn you back. Like they come across as very secretive, and we also have secrets here. They can also come across as very suspicious and very possessive, okay? So just be careful, you know, that although you may pick up on this energy that they are mistrusting, if they are going through a transformation pile 5, they may be just trying to hide that, and they are definitely hiding. They may be trying to deny their feelings for you actually, because you are spiritually connected and they know that, and they feel like if they're trying to deny this, then naturally they'll deny trying to end up being with somebody who would help them evolve more as well. But yeah, so I'm just going to grab some initials and then we'll call it there. So we've got an R, a T, an X, an N, and another R as well. So that's all I have for you guys. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.